All right, we're back. Okay, the cheese and parsley is all mixed up. Okay, we have the cheese and parsley. Now we just load our container. This is our sausage press. So, like I said, this holds 15 pounds. I don't think we have quite 15 pounds, but it's close to 10. And what we'll do, we'll take that, put it in here, press it down, and we're good. So you can see it's 3/4 of the way full. Okay? Now what we do is we put this on the press. All right? And to prevent air from going into the casings, this here is an air vent on here. Let me show you what we're talking about, and you can actually see what I mean. Okay? If you look under the machine right here, you can see this little plunger. Okay, it hangs down. Once it presses the meat, it releases and the air will come out. So we don't have to worry about the air being in the casings. We'll get a lot of the meat. Okay? Now we just take this down. Where it presses the meat, we get the meat to come through the tube. What's good about it, years ago these used to be metal and we would never be able to see. We have to put our finger in here and wait until we feel it. But right now we could see it. So what we'll do is we'll press this down until we actually see the sausage coming out. There it is. See it? So now you don't want no air in the casing, so we'll bring this right to the tip. Okay? There it is. Now we have our casings, which is again hog casings, which is pig stomach. The intestines. It's not actually the stomach, it's the intestines. So what you do is you put a little water in here, because as you can know, this is a membrane, and then you put a little water on this tube so it helps it slide on. Hopefully you get a big casing where you know it's enough that you could do all 10 pounds in here, which I think this is the case. We got a nice long casing, and what we'll do is put this casing on here. And the other thing is, you see how we're making a mess, right? So what I like to do is put a tray. Put a nice tray underneath here. Actually, I got a bigger one, so let's use the bigger one. Well, you could fit the 10 pounds. What I like to do is keep a rag around, cloth, bar mop, whatever you want to call it, so you can keep the place nice and clean. Got to keep it nice and clean. Alright, let's get rid of this, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that again. And this makes it a lot neater, a lot cleaner, and better for later on when you have to clean up, you know. So, and like I said, we got a nice long casing here, so we could possibly fit all this sausage in here. Okay? There you go. Okay, so we'll move this out of the way so you can see it. Here's my casings. I leave a little bit off the end, okay, and then we just start cranking away. Alright, you can see the air coming through. We clip it off, and we just press through. Okay? Now, as you can see, it looks a little white. It looks a little fatty right now, but wait until it settles and fills the casings up. Alright, you don't want to go too fat, because you don't want them to pop, okay? So like I've been doing this for years, so I know how to regulate the flow of the sausage through the casings. And you know, every once in a while they do pop, you know, but we try not to, okay? All right? The key here is you could take a break, you could stop, organize this, and bring your casings to the end, okay? So they're not drying out as they're coming off, okay? And you just, with your 2 fingers, you could regulate it. All right, the closer to the end, the less fat it is. Okay, good. See, this is working out very nicely. All right, there you go. All right, 10 pounds. Well, close to it, it's done. As you can see, your stem is all the way down, okay? And that's the end of that. Now, when you're doing sweet sausage, Doesn't really matter if you're doing the sweet sausage, cheese and parsley first or whatever. What does matter is when you're doing the hot sausage. You want to do the hot sausage last because that's going to make your machine all red from the paprika. It's going to make the sausage hot from flakes that are getting left behind. But everything else you can do first. So you're going to do your cheese and parsley, you're going to do your fennel sausage, you're going to do your sweet, everything that is just white. Once it comes to the red sausage, well, then you have to worry about that and make it last, okay? So this way, when you finish with that, it's clean. Now what we do with this, we'll take this and we'll put this in our tub, okay? Right here. Keep that. And now what we'll do with this here, and I'll show you old school. I have my string, so I'm going to start tying these here, and then this way I can show you, okay? Let me grab my string. What you want to do with your string is wet your string. Soak your string real quick, okay? And what we'll do is play reverse here, okay, so you can see. Alrighty? Now the reason for your string is to create less friction when you're putting it around the sausage, and you'll see what I'm talking about as we do this, okay? So what you do is half hitches, and what you could do is twist it in the beginning and make some knot. Do it twice, okay? All right, so now you just keep on going around, and when you're doing this, you're doing half hitches, okay? And the reason for the half hitches is so this way you don't have to tie every link, okay? So what we'll do, and you measure your 4 fingers. Your 4 fingers, if you keep on measuring the 4 fingers every link, you should get like 5 or 6 of them to the pound. Okay? So we'll continue to do that. And again, once you get the knack of it, you hold the string where you're letting out just enough where you're not pulling the string way up here to tie it. You know what I mean? You'll know which way the string is coming off on your roll. And from there, you can regulate it. Okay? Alright, so as you can see, this is the way we do this. Now if you're a person that likes to homemade stuff, grow your own herbs and vegetables and your own fruit trees and stuff like that. We're down here in Florida, so we have fruit trees and we like to grow our own stuff. Plus you're making your stuff with the meat and you're adding your own ingredients. You can't buy that in the store. You just can't get that. You know, no matter how hard you try, even if you went to an Italian Sala Maria, you know, you're getting it after they made it. You don't know what their standards are, which is better than going right to the grocery store and getting whatever some manufacturing company is putting out. But the better part of it is when you can put and regulate what goes into your food. Your own grown, homegrown vegetables, and you know, you're going to make pepper and onion sausage. Well, your own peppers and onions that you grow in your garden are going to go in your sausage. You know, your own parsley. You know, so yeah, I can go on and on with this here, but this is the effect of it. So you see, my links are pretty much uniform. As you can hold them, you see they're in pairs of 2. Okay, and you continue on going that way. So you could measure 5 or 6 of them to the pound. You can store them by the pound, whatever it is that you're going to use. A lot of Italian folks, they go by the amount of links that they're going to use, and they go to the store and the pork sausage to get the sausage out of the case. They ask for 10 links, they ask for 6 links, whatever they're going to use. Give me 6 links of sweet, 3 links of hot, and they'll make 9 links of sausage in their gravy. So this is your cheese and parsley, and we'll carry on the same process for our fennel and our hot. Me personally, I like the fennel seed, but a lot of people don't like the fennel seed. So they'll just make the regular plain sweet sausage, which is just salt and pepper. Again, I like my fennel sausage, so I add the fennel to my sausage. And again, with the fennel sausage, just like the stems of the parsley, you got to watch how much you put in there, because the fennel is a hard seed. Okay, and it could break your casings, and if you're not doing it fresh and putting them on with the water and everything, that seed can rip it and you're going to get a lot of pieces, and it's going to become aggravating. So use my technique, a little bit of water. As you can see, the water drains out. It's in the pan. It's not in your sausage. Your sausage is fresh. When you smell your sausage, it smells like your ingredients. It no longer smells like meat. All right? You rinse your casings. Your casings don't smell, you know, gamey. It smells like cheese and parsley. Okay? This is the beauty of making your own sausage. I love it. I love cooking with it. I love doing my own stuff. So stay tuned for more of my shows, and I'll show you how to cook the sausage. I'll show you how to make different types of regular chopped meat, and maybe we can get into the dry sausage and so on. But again, my name is Steve Catalano. This is my son Julian. We're wishing you the best and a blessed day. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned and look for my other shows. God bless. Bye-bye.